So in my last video, I made a big announcement about the new books. And the next series of videos, I tried to do a deep dive, making you get a better understanding of the inspiration behind these books, the reason behind the books, and what exactly you should expect to see in these books. Right behind me is one of my libraries, modest libraries. And I can assure you that it is filled with tons of titles of leadership books. I have had the privilege to be mentored like men like John C. Maxwell, who I hosted in Nigeria in 2010, and who still remains a friend to this very day. And I've been inspired by great minds, both locally and internationally, who have helped to shape my mind as a leader. It is now a rare privilege to also share that knowledge with countless numbers of individuals and organizations, both in Nigeria and across the world. And I thought how best to be able to pass across this body of knowledge that I have acquired through experience, through reading, through research. And the very place that the Holy Spirit drove me back to was the Bible. You see, the Bible is the grundnorm. It is the foundation of all truth, from which every other truth gets some sort of authenticity from. And in writing the book, Leadership Gems from the Bible, I had the honor, I had the privilege of the scriptures being opened up to me and being able to understand why some leaders made it and why others did not. It's a two-part volume book. Volume 1 talks about the Old Testament. Volume 2 talks about the New Testament. And what I did was be able to understand what made some certain leaders a great success and what made leaders fail. In fact, one of my favorites writing about the Old Testament was David. I absolutely loved just reading tales about how this man was able to, lead God's own people and remain God's favorite. I mean, he had mistakes like everyone else. They made mistakes, but still he was a good king. You will learn from mistakes. You will learn from errors. So this book is divided into small bit-sized, if I'm allowed to use that phrase, of what you can learn from specific Bible verses that have been extracted for this purpose to be able to identify and highlight exactly what a leader can learn to lead in a godly way. The volume 2 of the book speaks to the New Testament, where you get to see how Jesus, who clearly is our epic example of what a leader should be. We learn from the life of Jesus, from the life of the early apostles, their letters that were written, the encouragements that they gave. You will be blown away. This two-part book is one that everybody deserves to have in the library. Whether you're a believer or not, you're going to learn something from it. And I can't wait. I can't wait to get the reviews. I can't wait to get the feedback from you all. But one thing I can guarantee you is that it's going to be an investment that you are never going to regret. Leadership Gems from the Bible, Volume 1, Old Testament. Leadership Gems from the Bible, Volume 2, New Testament. And I am privileged to present to you the timeless truths of leadership straight from the Bible.